Yo, top Billin. Your boy had to circle back around on this one because your man Taysom Hill made his starting debut for the New Orleans Saints. And the last time you guys saw me talking about Taysom Hill was when Sean Payton compared him to one of my all-time favorite players in the history of sports, period, Steve Young. Now, there's definitely a ton of similarities between the two. For one, being from BYU, the unique athleticism of both. Of course, playing behind all-time greats in Drew Brees and Joe Montana, and perhaps being 30 years old before you truly get your big break like Steve Young was and like Taysom Hill is. So when your man Sean Payton, right, one of my all-time favorites, Sean Payton, when he says some shit, he's like E.F. Hutton. You better listen. I'm not saying this man is Steve Young by any stretch of the imagination, but from the performance that we saw against the Atlanta Falcons, and I know it's just the Atlanta Falcons, the Falcons defense sucks. Do not come up in here and saying that it's just the Atlanta Falcons. We know this. Their defense sucks. But it's about more than that. When you're scouting people, you scout the player and not the helmet. You scout the mechanics and everything like that. This is the stuff that I wanted to see in live game action, not necessarily preseason type stuff that we've seen before. You got to admit, your man Sean Payton, he's crazy like a fox. I will say that for sure. So I want to get in a little bit of a film study here. I'm not going to do all his throws, so don't come here saying I missed this throw and that throw. I just want to kind of get a feel for his mechanics and for some of the things that he did and the concepts they were doing with him. I think they could have something there, right? At the very least, man, it was fun to watch. So let's get to it.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. All right. The main focus of mine watching this particular game with Taysom Hill was to see how he operated in the rhythm and timing portion of the offense. We know that Sean Payton's based in a West Coast offense. Shit is always going to be predicated on the quick game. So him being able to hit those 3- and 5-step drops and deliver the ball accurately, that's what I was focused on here. And I'll start with a little bit of that right here. Now look at this particular concept. I like this right here. I want to say you have Emmanuel Sanders coming in motion here, and he gets wheeled up the field. You see him get wheeled up the field, but into a kind of a comeback or a curl, right? Into a, like, I don't know. I don't think I've seen that before. Just the approach that he takes right here is definitely of the wheel variety there. And then, of course, you'll have Michael Thomas here. He comes in on a hook right here, and then you have kind of a table route. Looks like Latavius Murray there. Right, so pretty much a 3-man route combination. So you're working with pretty much max protect, and then kind of a levels concept here. When you figure it out, it was like, all right, go deep to short. If it's not there, simply take off. That's how you would work with a guy like Taysom Hill. Even though he's damn near 40-something years old, you got to treat him like he's a rookie. But if we see it here, see the motion. This man, right? See him getting wheeled up the field right there. Bang, curl. Both of them curled at the same point. Right, so just taking a circuitous way to get to a curl, right, double curls. All he has to do is see a pretty much deep drop from him right there. Deliver that. We'll get to that mechanics right there. Looks like Thomas slips coming up out the break here. Delivers a pretty accurate pass there. It was all she wrote. That's pretty dope. Let's look at the mechanics of it here. Motion. It definitely was Latavius Murray here. Back to the basket play action fake here. Really sells that bad boy. Murray tabling out there. You can see him kind of look over here to Murray just to kind of manipulate a little bit. Then he comes back here. So he's, I like it. And look at the product placement right here as well. Let's look at his mechanics, though. Back to the basket play action fake. Coming down, so a 7-step drop here, so not really necessarily the quick game here, but you get the rhythm and timing portion of this. Look at that. Crossover steps, weight transfer, point and shoot foot. See what the delivery process is like. Man, kind of an over-top delivery. Over-the-top delivery. Look at his damn calf muscles and shit, bro. Come on, this man is a powerful dude. And breaks it to the inside, right? If he were to throw that to the outside a little bit, it will still be completed right here, but he's able to save his man just in case the free safety right here was rolling on there. Put it low and away. Great catch. Great throw. All right, block and release screen here from Murray here is going to come up and then release out. But you got a couple of clear outs right here. You got Thomas running a post. And I'm not sure who this is right here. Can't see the number, but they're just running a corner route. So just giving him pretty much cut and dry reads. You know that he's not going to really want to go to these clear out routes right here. This is just something to give him a little bit of max protect, and then you clear out with a couple of receivers there, and you just give him the necessary tools just to make the best decision here. Or if it's not there, throw it away, or maybe try to get something with your legs. But here, right, if we see after the back to the basket play action fake, back to the basket play action fake, he does look deep. He originally looks deep just to kind of occupy these guys who would be coming right here. You can kind of see the flow action going on by the offensive lineman, especially with them pulling. All right, so you're pulling the guy to get the end man on the line of scrimmage as well. Oh, shit, what happened over here? Oh, somebody got their stool softened. Your boy Troutman right here, look at him. Down goes Troutman. Stool softened on the prison rep right there. But look at Taysom Hill. Not necessarily staring this down right here, occupying the guys. You can even see Deion Jones right here trying to see what he's looking at in the second level. Scoots it up in the pocket, subtly drifts. Throws a nice catchable ball right with some touch. Some of them shits was coming in hot, and he was real close to people. I was feeling bad for their fingers. You've been in that situation, man. You get your fingers broken by somebody like that, but it's some good shit right there. Get them out in space. Look at all this space right there. You know New Orleans have been the king of screens for a long time, too, so they have a million ways to throw a screen. That was a good one right there. All right, actual quick game stuff here. You just see a quick out route here by your man Michael Thomas, and I like to look at the placement of where Sean Payton will put this guy. Now, with Drew Brees, and people talk about his arm strength, they'll position him on the opposite hash and have him throw that, which is a much longer throw here, but you can see with Taysom Hill, they do it with the near hash. And he gets the job done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch a little bit, hit it. He's got those quick steps too, so maybe they have to put it on a 5. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch, bang. I like it. Not necessarily staring it down. When he first coming out here, you can tell he's been watching a ton of Drew Brees. That's why, man, you give these guys enough time behind a Drew Brees or a Joe Montana, somebody like that. Now look at him manipulating. Step towards the target right here, driving off that back leg. Over-the-top delivery. Man, it's an over-the-top delivery, but it's got that piston motion to it. Look at that. Sping! He sping that shit. Sping! He sping that shit, too, on one of these deep throws we got to get to. That shit was hilarious. He spinged it. He shouldn't have spinged that shit. That shit was hella short. All right, working on the sprint out series. Of course, sprinting him out this way. So what that does, obviously, it makes it a half field read, and it makes a much easier throw from a nearer hash. And you got Troutman here running a corner route, of course, out route here, quick out by your man Michael Thomas, right? Almost in that Spider 2Y banana series, but getting that man a multi-level concept here that's real quick hitting and then a fairly easy throw. I believe this one actually may have been the first throw of the game. You see slide protection. So definitely almost like the Spider 2Y banana, right? SP being slide protection. So you see the slide protection here. Troutman running that corner. If that's not there, you can see the guys over the top right there. They're peering there, so you know what's open. Michael Thomas, let him get a little bit of yardage there. That's hard. West Coast playbook-ish. So you got tackle over here, jumbo personnel. Going to have your Z receiver, Michael Thomas here in motion. And then he runs a deep over route. And man covers. This is really tough, especially on a guy like this, right? If you have this outside leverage and having to chase this, especially a guy, he has a two-way go with definitely how short he is as far as the split goes. So get that back to the basket play action fake. I actually think it may be a fake tosser in here. Let me see. See him in motion. Yep, fake the toss out here. That gets everybody flowing that way. And I can see the outside leverage by the cornerback here. And this man's going, right, fake pitch, man. Look, everybody went hard. So that's the thing. Everything off play action here. Straight Steve Young ball. He ain't Steve Young, you know what I'm saying? Don't do my boy like that, right? Ain't nobody Steve Young out here, but you can see just a lot of the play action stuff. People kneel, biting hard, Deion Jones here. So play action right there. Get the half moon set up, deep setup. Avoid the traffic a little bit. Subtle slide. Bing! Jakob. I love it. One more time. From the wide. See everybody flowing right there. Love the sliding in the pocket in that piston click release. You can see, I want to say that maybe Means or somebody that was on there. But Jakob, he got him. All right, similar action here. You'll have this time out of cheetah personnel, but you got a clear out route here by the slot, and then pretty much crosser by Michael Thomas here. And this time it's a back to the basket play action fake, which I believe you have. Yeah, you have your strong safety right here, right? So strong safety on a send there. He gets chopped down by Alvin Kamara, but you can see him being able to navigate the pocket here, and his pocket awareness pretty strong. Gotta give him credit where credit is due. Back to the basket play action fake. Wait for your man Michael Thomas to clear. Move the chains. Same deal right here. Slide protect too. But look at him subtly. That's just how you draw it up in practice, right? See all those bodies coming around you. You see those particular training drills where they have the broomsticks or they throw stuff at you like bags and stuff, and you just have to keep your eyes downfield and navigate and weave through here. He does a great job of this. Really looking to distribute the ball instead of run with it. So I thought he was going to actually take off and run about 150,000 times. But, man, he played some really good quarterback. Just was a field general out there. All right, so this ended up being an empty rep, but not from anything that he did, right? It was a holding penalty. But, man, he put it on film. So if I see it on film, I know that it can happen. So you got pretty much a Mills concept here. You got, I think, Michael Thomas working with a dig route here, and then you get a post from Emmanuel Sanders, same side of the field, and execute it pretty much flawlessly, man. You already know what's going to happen here. Back to the basket, play action fake, deep set, slide, launch. Oh, and my man went up, got it off the top shelf. That's hard. One more time from that, but obviously it didn't count. I think this is Emmanuel Sanders. I forget if it's actually him. Definitely Emmanuel Sanders with that type of speed. Good Lord. Straight smoked Darquez Denard. So it wasn't a perfect throw by any stretch of the imagination there, but it got the job done. But unfortunately, it didn't count. Last one right here, real men watch to the end. You're going to have Traquan Smith kind of on a bluff here just to make sure nobody's coming. Then he runs a quick out. You're going to have Michael Thomas with a deep curl here. Then you're going to have pretty much I want to say a super deep over route. It could be a post. The way they be running these routes these days, man, you just never know, man. It looks like a lot of freelancing going on here, but pretty much a 3-man route combination, but 2 if you're nasty. But, man, the throw on this shit has some LOL in it. Worst throw in the history of throws. What happened? My man floated this probably, it was like a punt. It went like 900 yards in the air or something like this. But look at this. It's so freaking high. I don't know what happens to my man Deion Jones here. He's looking up. He get that shit. What's that shit called? Like vertigo or some shit? Like he has vertigo. The vertigo made him run like 18 more yards down the field than he was necessary. He's looking up too high. He gets vertigo. Is that the shit Michael Jackson had? What's that shit called? But anyway, your man stumbling and bumbling there about 25 more yards or whatever like that while the punt's in the air that Taysom Hill threw. But, man, that's why you have these great receivers to help you out in your time of need. Great adjustment by Emmanuel Sanders come back to the ball. And my man right there, he needs some type of Tylenol. All right, but there you have it, man. Your boy Taysom Hill with an awesome debut. Yes, it was the Atlanta Falcons and their sorry-ass defense. I understand that. But just scout what he's doing as far as his mechanics and the concepts that they're using. Obviously, if they play a better defense, it's going to look differently. But it could also look differently from Taysom Hill with him doing even more things. So it is what it is, and it remains to be seen. But we shall see here. But keep it locked. It's your boy Top Billin. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you know that I'm the man and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.